all week. But you see, I've got this jerk, this feeling that you and I should just forget we ever saw. Forget all our old arguments, just tear each other apart, tear up all our old arguments and start over. Friends. What am I saying?
Everything you should.
I know. It's killing me. First Wanda, then Tammy. I'm ruining my reputation.
Isn't it wonderful?
Wonderful. Doesn't even come close. Oh, hi, Wanda. What? U.S. kissed you lunch with us and they said yes? Why, that's great, Wanda. See you later. Look, if you would just... Oh, hi, Tammy. Movies tonight? Sure, I have to ask my mom. You'll pay. Sure. Golly, Tam. See you later. Everybody's being so nice. I feel like I'm in a Disney movie or something. Oh no, don't lay that one on me. Those are two freak accidents, that's all. My being nice had nothing to do with it.
I give up.
Hey, where are you going?
What's the use?
What do you mean, what's the use? You're my conscience. You can't walk out of me like this.
You're hopeless. Even when your life gets better, you don't believe you caused it.
What? Wanda and Tammy? Look, I just spoke to them some time on my own.
Sure.
Hold it.
Now what?
I mean, what am I gonna do?
What you've always done. Go on making your own life miserable.
Look, it's not my fault. I just live around weird people. Look, I'm sorry. It's just that my folks are always griping at me. My friends talk about me behind my back. Teachers give everyone a break except me.
You break my heart, you know that?
I'm trying to be funny.
I'm very serious. Don't you know that you're the one in charge of how you feel?
But what about...
Are you really that dumb? If the sky falls, you're the one in charge of how much it will upset your life.
Sky falling?
You dumb bunny.
Hey.
You're the one in charge of how you feel. You're the one that makes yourself miserable when you treat everybody else badly. Is this sinking in at all? I can't believe this. I have the choice between you and the Pope, but no, I wanted a challenge. Look, next, get it?
You think to me over the Pope?
April.
Okay, look, I can sort of see your point, but I mean, that just isn't going to work.
Everybody, April.
Even my mom and dad.
They're human, aren't they?
Well.
April.
Yeah.
Then it applies to them too. Even moms and dads need breaks. Ask them how they're doing sometime. Get involved in somebody other than you. Do unto others as...
Okay, this is starting to sound very familiar. But look, what if I try and they don't, they don't do their part? What if I'm nice and end up looking like a fool?
Then you'll be the happiest fool in school. See you around, friend.
Wait a minute. You can't just walk out of me when I'm getting the point.
That's exactly when I leave. You don't need me anymore. You've got you.
One more thing.
Yeah?
Bugs Bunny really didn't have a bad conscience.
No, he never really thought about it. He caused himself a lot of problems, but he just couldn't resist other people's carrots.
Dumb Bunny.
Sherry Pop, a 12-year-old prize-winning Persian cat, could definitely be considered a high-class feline. She has two miniature Rolls Royces, one red, one white. Her cars happen to match the same ones that her owners, Vi and Huey Van Hout, own as well. This wealthy Florida couple in their 60s are not worried about spending money for their precious Cherry Pop. The ritzy Legar Mar Hotel, located on Fort Lauderdale Beach, has been the celebration spot for Cherry Pop's past two birthday parties. Playing her favorite song, Unforgiven, was a 9-piece orchestra. Once, a Japanese investor offered the Vancocks $50,000 for the feline. Vi merely sniffed. She's not for sale at any price. Does this obsession with the cat sound crazy to you? Well, don't be alarmed. Americans' love for their pets has escalated to extreme heights in the 90s. In August 16, 1993, issue of U.S. News reports that Americans will spend approximately $20 billion a year on their pets at Christmas, accounting for, although not all people go overboard like the Vancocks do. Today, it is more notable that younger people without families of their own are giving their care and spending their money on cats, dogs, hamsters, pigs, and rabbits. Today, we'll first take a look at how pets in America are pampered while they are living, and next, how pets in America are pampered after they die. First of all, I'd like to begin by telling you the many ways in which pets in America are being spoiled. There are many industries for the care of pets popping up all over the United States, offering all kinds of services. These industries might prepare vegetarian cookery for carnivores or give liposuction to overweight dogs. People love their pets to such a degree that they will open their pocketbooks to wild and wacky things, says Detroit businessman Aaron Krinsky. Next, there are many facilities that will serve those who are absorbed in babying their companions like children. For example, in Kenilworth Village in St. Louis, Missouri, there's a daycare center for dogs. The dogs can go for a swim with actual lifeguards on duty, or play tetherball, which they have championships to see which dog is the best at playing this game. For those suffering from arthritis, there is also whirlpool therapy. Many people like to bring their pets to these types of places because when they bring them home, they like to see that their pets are just as tired as they are. And we don't want to forget about our pets at Christmas time. A December 1997 issue of U.S. News and World Report states that Americans will spend $5 billion on their pets at Christmas, accounting for a quarter of the industry's annual sales. PetSmart, which currently has 373 U.S. locations, expected revenues of $1.5 billion in 1997, compared to only $319 million in 1993. So what does one buy a pet at Christmas? There are gourmet organic snacks, pup tents for cats, doggy doorbells, or pooch backpacks. Or maybe you'd prefer the Mouse Chaser, which allows Kitty to try to catch a rubber mouse that raises and lowers with a mechanical arm. For clothing purposes, there are Santa suits, miniature tie-dye t-shirts, and tuxedos and crowns for dogs to wear during weddings. Your pets can get dressed in the latest leather biker gear and even get tattooed. Now, a pet doesn't have to have a family to live the good life. In California, the SPCA has built a $7 million animal shelter. The pets have apartments which feature comfy furniture, TVs, skylights, artwork on the walls, personal trainers, and their own social group of 2 other dogs with which to romp in communal areas. According to the SPCA President Richard E. Bandino, no one wants to adopt a pet that cannot adapt to human life. Here, our animals are socialized to be good pets. Not only are pets pampered while they are living, they are also pampered when they die. When the end comes for these dear friends, there are various services available for mourning. According to the August 16, 1993 issue of Natural History, there are an estimated 400 to 500 pet cemeteries that can be found throughout the United States. One of these such services is the Meadowlark Pet Cemetery located in Whiting, Kansas, which offers cremation or burial. If you choose burial, there are various gardens you can choose to bury your pet in, such as the Chewbone Garden, the Catnip Garden, the Robin's Nest Garden, or the Honor Garden. Each of these gardens has its own importance and significance. The pet owner may also choose among the many accessories, such as putting up a metal photo of your pet or a granite marker or monument as well. The Meadowlark Pet Cemetery bases their prices on whether you choose cremation or burial. The size of your pet and the garden chosen and the accessories chosen will determine the cost of burial. The prices will range anywhere between $20 to $35 publicly, $80 to $110 for the fabric case, and private burials start at $130. The weight of your pet and the accessories chosen will determine the cost of cremation. The prices will range anywhere between $25 to $75 publicly, $50 to $150 privately. People do more for their pets than they do for their own mothers and fathers, declares Julie Hurley of Los Angeles' Pet Memorial Park. People are constantly covering their pets' graves with flowers, and at Christmas time, people put up Christmas trees with lights and decorations on the graves as well. Indeed, we all love our pets, and many Americans are going to great expenses to prove it. And perhaps George Eliot provided the best explanation for our urge to pamper pets when he said, "Animals are such agreeable companions, and they ask no questions, they pass no criticism."
The glaring lights, the swimsuit competitions, and the petite little crowns. Beauty pageants sure are glamorous on stage. But backstage, it's a different story.
The Real Queen of Hearts Ain't Even Pretty by Brad Bailey. No one could believe it when she won the Queen of Hearts that year.
What year?
The year Connie and them graduated, 1969. Sharon Porter was Queen of Hearts in 1969.
You're kidding, right?
No, it was real.
I heard that was just a joke.
No, it was real.
Well, what kind of judges did they have back then?
They didn't have judges. Well, they had judges, but not like they do now. It wasn't a beauty
walk or anything like it is now.
Well, surely to God she wasn't elected.
No, it was because of her class picture.
You're kidding.
No, they had all the girls in school submit a class picture, and then they send them off somewhere to be judged.
Who by?
That year, it was some people by Southern Living magazine.
Sharon Porter?
I don't know how. Her picture must have been beautiful. I bet they took it through a smudged lens.
Real smudged.
Anyways, I read in this old yearbook once that they sent all the pictures down to Hollywood to be judged. Hollywood. That year, they were judged by Tiny Tim and Miss Vicky.
Gosh.
And then one year, they sent all the pictures down to Montgomery to be judged by the Young Southern Democrats.
Who'd they pick?
Rita Woods.
Rita Woods?
Everyone said she won just because she looks so much like George Wallace. Except for that mustache.
George Wallace doesn't have a mustache?
I was talking about Rita.
You're crazy.
That's the reason for this whole mess. Because you can't judge beauty by picture. So they made it a beauty contest.
Who is wearing that?
No one is. It's Sherry Lee's. She is wearing something else.
Again?
Yes, and after I already spit on it and everything. I picked up her last night.
When?
Last night at rehearsal, and her stupid mom right along with her. They drug in 6 suits for street wear and 4 gowns. I wanted to see which one looked best under the light. Sherry Lee had such delicate color in it all. I wanted to pick just the right one. I can't believe she's even in this contest.
Well, you got nominated. You turned it down.
No way. Last year was enough for me. Besides, she had to get in. How do you think Diane Batson got in? I mean, I like Diane and everything, but she is no beauty. Us girls did a good job keeping Sherry Lee out of the contest.
Until ag class.
Those stupid boys. I could have killed them, every one. They think Sherry Lee's such a sweet little thing. You know how she acts around the boys. She's such a goody-goody. Miss Head Majorette, Miss Feature Twirler. Oh, and she's engaged.
Are you serious?
Or so she says she is. Why do the boys even like her if she's getting married?
She's such a goody-goody.
Can't you just see her in her interview tonight? I bet she's just gonna slobber all over those judges. My name is Sherry Lee Spear, and I am representing the future farmers of America. My hobbies are reading to shut-ins, sign language, and praying a lot. In my spare time, I'm a seeing eye person for blind dogs. All I can say is she's in pretty bad shape for being the last girl in this whole school to be picked.
I didn't get nominated.
Yeah, but you didn't want to be, remember? I asked you to help me back here.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Well, I kind of did.
You're not missing a thing.
Well, you were in it last year.
Big deal.
First alternate.
Big deal.
And you would have won, too. If you wouldn't have walked out there in your evening gown with a wad of chewing gum in your mouth the size of my fist.
I forgot to spit it out.
You did not. You blew a bubble a foot wide.
Oh, I did.
There's a picture in the yearbook.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? And you would have won, too. If you wouldn't have walked
Cass,
out
you
there
act
and-
like it's the Miss America pageant or something. It's really no big deal.
It is here.
Oh, yeah, such an honor. They stick this tacky little crown on your head, and you walk around the gym and you wave. And people clap, and you smile, but just a little bit, or your gums will show. And you cry, but just a little bit, or your mascara will run. And the whole time, Eddie Akers is singing into the microphone. There she is, the Queen of Hearts.
He is so strange.
Who's strange?
Eddie Akers.